All right, we have got Ken Ladder, our third place driver tonight, and our third place in the championship after 10 rounds of intense racing in the V8 Vets. And Ken, it's been an up and down season for you, mate, but tell us about how tonight went for you.
Yeah, tonight was alright. It was pretty wild at the start. I was lucky to get away with not being collected by someone or something going on, but apart from that, the race was pretty uneventful, really. I think I hit the wall once, and I had to change the way I drove the race partway through the race because in the staircase. But apart from that, everything was good. I kept ahead of Logsdale, which was the main goal for tonight.
And tell us about that change of driving style in the middle of a race, because it's challenging enough driving around a track like Adelaide. There's a lot going on already. So at what point of the race did you think, okay, now's the time to change to get a bit more speed out of the car?
Yeah, it just felt really doughy in the front, and I was having trouble getting it to turn and getting it stopped enough so I could actually sort of rotate the car through the staircase in the areas I needed. And I thought, well, I have to try and do something here because I knew Logsdale was catching. And then that's when I decided to switch to using second, and that helped, but it took a little bit to get used to it because I didn't do any training for this race that way. So, yeah.
Very, very interesting. And tell us, mate, now Wayne Walker he's been pretty untouchable this season, so provided you're coming back to join us next season for V8 Vets, what do you do to catch him and try and take that number one off him?
Geez, I don't know. I mean, we had the first few races of the year. We put a lot of effort in because we knew he was going to be fast, and we're somewhat there with him. And then when I had those couple of bad rounds, which I think it was 2 bad rounds, and then I had the third round where I had to start from the back of the grid. Obviously, it took a bit of the wind out of the sails, and I sort of dialed back probably a little bit what I was doing. But I don't know. I honestly don't know. He's got something special going on there, and I can't figure out what he's doing. So, and until then, we're just got to keep trying, keep working at it, and hope we find something.
Well, congratulations, Ken. It was a great race out there tonight, mate, and a great season that you've run. Before we let you go, mate, does anyone you want to shout out or thank?
Yeah, Wayne Walker on the championship, absolutely blinding all year long. And well done to Borg, and for second place for the race, well done for Youngie coming second. Well done, a really good effort. And all the guys at Race Control, you guys, and Jamie for the sets, and all the people that do all the background work for this series. We wouldn't have it otherwise for all their time. So thank you very much for that. And all the guys at Fishy, and our sponsors, Western Motor Group, Infinity Design, and DC Shades, Battery Warehouse, Ellie Beach, Index Designs, and yeah, that'll do. Thank you, guys.
Love it, Ken. Thanks, mate. Congratulations again. We look forward to seeing you next season.
All right, thank you. Yeah.
We get to move a step up the podium. And Brian Borg made a fair share of moves from second to first to 28th, back to second. Big race and a long final stint on the tyres there.
Yeah, that was interesting, wasn't it, boys?
Now, 40 k's an hour is the pit lane speed limit here at Adelaide if you find yourself racing here again.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm glad you guys noticed that one. No, it was just, I think the safety car call came out very late, and I just, yeah, it's just a freaking, just a stuff up. I've got no words, guys. I've got no words.
Yeah, I understand. Your mind's one place. The safety car call comes. You haven't been spending all that thinking about your pit entry. Suddenly, you're thrust into that situation, and it's a tough pit entry. We saw some other drivers get it wrong, but you had amazing pace through the traffic, through the clean air, and obviously, one of the 2 fastest drivers here today. What do you attribute that to on what still feels like a relatively new iRacing track?
Yeah, look, I just really like the Adelaide street circuit. I think my best results have come on street circuits. I don't know, just I feel like that was probably one of my best drives, coming through the field, like not rushing it, just taking one car at a time. But it was respect out there, so it was good racing.
Yeah, absolutely. How do you reflect on your first season, split one of RaceKraft V8 Vets, and what does the future hold for you?
Yeah, look, I didn't really put much effort into this season, just because of work commitments and stuff, and just getting like hardly any practice and stuff like that. But yeah, I want to commit a little bit more with next season and hopefully give Wayne a good battle, because I think tonight would have been an amazing race between us up the front. But well done to Wayne and what he's done this season. He deserves to be the champion. You know, he's won every race but one. I want to point that out, that like I've still got one race up on him, so it's not a clean sheet.
Awesome. Well, I hope we see the best of you in future seasons, and we won't have to wait too long until the next season of RaceKraft V8 Vets. Well done on second in a pretty long and grueling season finale.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it, guys, and thank you for what you guys do and the broadcast team. So yeah, thank you.
Brian Borg there with second place, but the man of the hour, the race winner, 9 from 10, and back-to-back RaceKraft V8 Vets champion, Wayne Walker. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. That was an awesome, awesome to be able to go back to back and finish the season with a win as well. Because I know, yeah, Borg had good pace on this track as well. So yeah, it was good to get the win.
Little burnout or two coming to the checkered flag and on the cool down lap. How was there any rear tyre left to burn out after that 45 lap final stint?
Well, yeah, coming onto the front straight, like that's how little tyre I had left. You know, you just put your foot down, it just lights up. Like some of the corners I was coming out of in third gear, and I was still having to like really ease the throttle on, otherwise it'd just spin up. So there wasn't much tyre at all left at the end. I think, another 5 laps, and I think I probably would have got a meatball and had to come in. And but thankfully the race finished before that.
Which product from Primal Wheels would you say is your favourite? The Talon, Adrenaline, Rush, Grinder, or Savage?
I'm not sure, to tell you the truth. I haven't actually looked at any of the wheels. I'm sure they're all good.
When you do look, you'll probably say Talon. I can see you towing an off-road caravan with those sturdy wheels on it.
Okay. Yep.
So then talk us through how you've approached this final round. A DNF, and it was possible to lose the championship, but basically any classified finish and you'd maintain that lead that you'd built, but you still come out, put it on pole and race for the win.
Yeah, well, I still come here just pretty much racing my own race like I would every other week. It would have to be a pretty big mistake, on my half to not finish the race or, not be classified. So I think if I had backed off and just sort of went out there to finish, that's when mistakes do happen. So I just went about the race as I normally would.
Well, we speak to you almost weekly at this point. You'll get a little break from us. We'll all get a little break into the new season. Still to be decided what iRacing updates, new circuits, things we might get are. As far as V8 Vets, what would interest you?
Oh, like a new track would be good, but I'm not even sure sort of what's in the making. So, yeah, I suppose anything they sort of come up with, I suppose.
Supra, would you move?
No, gotta stay with the Mustang. It'd be good to see that in there, though. It'd be good to see the Supra as well.
Well, we offer you our congratulations once again on an incredible season. Another race win. Trophy cabinet's getting pretty full. You still sound hungry enough for next season, though.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'll be trying for 3 in a row. I think next season Ross is back. And yeah, there's plenty of other guys up there as well that are sort of battling for wins as well. So it's not going to be easy, but I'll be pushing for 3 in a row.
And with this behind you, what would you like to say, and who would you like to thank?
Yeah, just shout out to all the to the league, all the admin, race control, you guys for the broadcast. You do an amazing job every week broadcasting the event. The podium finishes tonight, like Brian and Ken, and the podium finishes in the championship as well. Not actually sure who they are yet until the points are sort of worked out. But
I think it's you, Paul Young, Ken Latter.
Okay. Yep. Oh, congrats to Paul and Ken on the P2 and 3. All the other competitors as well. Without them sort of turning up, we don't race. So yeah, my team, Accelerate Sim Racing, all the guys there for all their sort of help and support and everything. Our sponsors, Abbey Timber, Primal Wheels, Box and Lock Meringue, and Modern Deck. And yeah, that's about it.
Well done. We'll see you next time.
Yep. Thank you.
Brock, a humble champion but a dominant driver this season. Great to hear from Wayne Walker as we do recap our provisional top 10 points.
Yeah, absolutely. And Wayne Walker, he certainly he wasn't letting us compliment him too much there and keeping it very humble. But as we can see, provisional points on screen at the moment, Wayne Walker is our champion. Paul Young in second by just 10 points to Ken Latter. And as Ken mentioned, he needed to keep Dean behind him because Logsdale has only finished 10 points behind him in fourth position, keeping in mind that live points don't include all bonuses or penalties from tonight. Troy Stone Street 5th, Mark Poynton in 6th after a great run tonight. Brian Borg 7th, he's jumped up a position as well. Dean Flavel 8th, Christian Smart 9th, and Wayne Sanderson rounding out the top 10 in this season 27 of RaceKraft V8 Veterans Championship.
Yeah, we'll run through the rest of the standings where obviously things were pretty close. It always is in V8 Vets. How about 1 point between Randall Hyde and Latham? This is provisional without bonuses or penalties, so that could all move around as well, especially when it's that close. But great to have another awesome turnout in RaceKraft V8 Vets. It is a big commitment. Weeknights, these race lengths, and racing weekly, and we have so many drivers that commit to it, make it their ritual on a Thursday night, and hopefully if you're joining us, it's been yours as well, where it has absolutely been our pleasure to bring you season 27 of RaceKraft V8 Veterans Championship. Before we leave Adelaide though, our driver of the day, on a number of fronts, we've agreed, Brock, to give it to Sean McNamara, not only a drive from 40th through to 8th, 32 positions gained on a street circuit, but the tribute to number 18 there, and the beautiful livery, and obviously something that that's been on Sean McNamara's mind and the mind of many, many racers around the world.
Absolutely, and honestly, it couldn't have gone much better for McNamara tonight, for Sean, with how he raced through. He did have, he was spun around at one point there, but that adversity kept him going, and I think to make up the amount of positions, I think it was about 33 positions with the Kyle Busch tribute livery on there. I feel in one way, shape or form, Kyle would be proud of a performance like that, to just keep your foot in it and keep going, and very well deserved final driver of the day for season 27 of RaceKraft V8 Veterans Championship here.
So, a provisional calendar for next season, presumably pending things that iRacing might announce or release, will have us hit as many Australian tracks as possible, beginning with Mount Panorama, Thursday 25th of June. Also seeing the Bend, Winton, Phillip Island, the Bend again on a different layout, Sandown, Adelaide Street Circuit, and then Mount Panorama again. Different race lengths of varying as well. So if you're on the fence about joining and you're eligible, get your entries in. And if you're a fan of this racing, make sure you're following SimSpeed TV when we return with RaceKraft V8 Vets next time for next season. And thank you to everyone who has supported this season. It's RaceKraft, Logitech G, Nova Sim Sports, Parramatta Isuzu Ute, Project Fade Streetwear, M1 Used Cars, and LGC Images. Of course, thanks to M1 Used Cars for their support of the Driver of the Day Award and of the Balin Stewart Foundation. I've been David Haynes, that's been Brock Cadday and Daniel Yeaman. Wayne Walker is your back-to-back RaceKraft V8 Vets champion with victory on the streets of Adelaide.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.